Some of you might be wondering, what am I going to be doing with business intelligence, Power BI? But truly, trust me, you might just, have an opportunity in your workplace where you'll be needed to do things like that. And of course, that skill set can set you apart. That's the truth. Canadians like people that have got some skills and creativity. Even if your job is for example, business analyst, and you are able to do or use Power BI or do some analytics, it's an added advantage for you, right? It's an added advantage for you. Or your job is a cybersecurity, or your job is a project manager, and you can use a couple of these tools. It's an added advantage. So let's pay attention, make sense of everything, and internalize these things. Really, they're going to help us. Okay. All right. On this note, let me call on Mr. Excel to take it away. Because of time, we'd like to just get straight into it.
Okay, right, well, thank you so much. So, good evening, everyone. So, let me quickly share my screen so that we can start the class immediately.
Yeah, and while you're trying to share, please let me mute everyone to avoid the noise at the background. Just give me 1 second to do that, please.
I also need to give me permission to share too.
Okay. Yes, you have the permission now.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Excel, you can unmute yourself now. You're good.
Okay, yes, thank you. So I believe we all have the Excel file now. So you have it, just quickly open the Excel file so that we can start the class immediately. So last time we talked about different tools for data analytics, and we said data analytics is the process of extracting insight from data. It's the process of extracting insight from data, and so we have different tools for data analytics. We make mention of the Microsoft Excel, Power BI, SQL, Tableau, Python, machine learning, R. So we have a lot of tools for data analytics. So I will start with the Excel. So last on Friday, last time, so we looked at some of the topic on the Excel. We look at how to calculate dates in Excel, how to sort and filter data. We also learned about data separation, how to use flash fill to separate our data. We also look at how to use flash fill to join data together. So that's where we stopped last week, how to use flash fill to join data together. So if you look at this data now, we can see we have different names in different columns. So we have 3 columns with different names. So let's say we want to join the 3 names together using flash fill. So last week I said you just tap the first example for Excel. So you have something like Mark, Michiati dot, space and Baker. And I said you press your Control E. When you press Control E, Excel will give the rest of your data. That's what we call flash fill. So apart from the flash fill, we have other ways of joining text together in Excel. So we have other way of joining text together in Excel. So let's go to our text worksheet. So we are going to learn the other method of joining text together. The first one is called Ampersand. You can use Ampersand to join text together in Excel. Ampersand. That symbol you might call and the full name of that symbol is called Ampersand. So we can use that symbol to join text together in Excel. So we can use the symbol to join text together in Excel. It's called Ampersand. That's the name of that symbol. And we can also use a function called Concatenate. So Concatenate is a function in Excel to join text together. So look at this text. We have the first name and the last name being typed in different columns. So I want to bring them together to be on the same column. So like I told you last week, that every calculation must always start with your equal symbol. So you type your equal symbol, you click on Mark, you press Shift and 7, it will bring out the symbol for you, Shift and 7. So you click on Baker, and you press enter. If you look at what happened here now, it have joined the two names together, but there's no space in between them. For assuming you are joining numbers together, you don't need space between numbers. But because what you are joining together here is text, so you need space between the two texts. So we are going to redo it again, but this time around, we are going to introduce character for space in Excel. We are going to introduce character for space in Excel. So let's take it again together. You type your equal symbol, you click on mark, you press Shift 7 to bring out the ampersand symbol. So don't click on Baker yet, because if you click on Baker and you press enter, it will join it together without space. So we are going to introduce character for space in Excel. And the character is by pressing your double quotation mark, you press your double quotation mark. Please don't press that single quote twice, it will not work. What I will give you double quotation mark, space it, another double quotation mark again. This represents the character for space in Excel. Double quotation mark, space, double quotation mark is the character for space in Excel. You now press Shift 7 again and you click on Baker. So see what I've done. I type equal symbol, I click on mark on cell A5, I press Shift 7 to bring out the ampersand symbol, and I press my double quotation mark, space, double quotation mark, another ampersand again, before I click on Baker. So if you press enter now, you should have mark, space, Baker. So if you have gotten it, just say yes in the chat box so I will know that you are really following. So I need your comments on the chat box if you have gotten this. Okay, all right, so go say yes. Francisca say yes. Oshay. Who else again? If you have gotten it, just type yes. So if you have any question too, you can just raise up your hand too. So let me take it again for the last time. So you type equal symbol, click on mark, press Shift 7 to bring out the symbol. You are going to use your double quotation mark. Don't type single quotation mark twice. It will not work. The one that will give you double. That means when you have that single one, you press Shift with it to give you the double quotation mark. Space it, another double quotation mark again, before you now press Shift 7 and you click on Baker. So what I've done here is this. I've joined mark with space with Baker. I've joined mark with space with Baker. A5, I press Shift 7 to bring out the symbol, the ampersand symbol. I press my double quotation mark, space, double quotation mark, another ampersand symbol again before I click on B5. So I will press my enter. I will have mark, space, Baker. So once you have done the first one, click back on where you have the formula and put your cursor on this autofill handle. This place is called autofill handle. So you don't need to drag down your formula. When you place your cursor on this autofill handle, your cursor will change to dark cross. Just double click on that handle. Excel will copy down the formula for you. So let me take that again. Once you have done the first formula, you click back on where you have done the formula and place your cursor on this right-hand edge. The name of that edge is called autofill handle. Your cursor must change to dark cross. Don't drag down. Just double click on that edge. Double click on the edge. Excel will copy down the formula for the rest. So if you have gotten this, just type yes in the comment box quickly. So if you have any question, you can raise up your hand. So Elizabeth, what's your question? Quickly. Can you move to Elizabeth?
Okay, 1 second, please.
Okay.
Please go for it.
Okay, so for me, I'm having an error is showing name. So my question is this: do I need to space in between the quotation mark and the ampersand?
This is where I explain to please, you have to pay attention when you are doing this.
Yeah,
There's a space between the double quotation mark. Look at it on the board. So when you type equal symbol, you click on A5, you press Shift 7. After you have brought out the ampersand symbol, you now press double quotation mark, space, double quotation mark. So you are not putting space manually. You are putting space between the two quotation mark. After you have typed equal symbol, you click on A5, you press Shift 7, you press your double quotation mark, space, double quotation mark again, before you press Shift 7 and you click on Baker. So what you have done is this: you have joined mark with space with Baker. So if you look at the formula now, we only have space between the two quotation mark. The first one and the second one will be space in between them. But the other, there's no space. So it's only that quotation mark that you should have space between the two. That one serves as character for space in Excel. So have we gotten it now?
I'm going to try it again.
Okay. So Chuck, what's your question?
Okay, so let's get Charles. Charles, please unmute yourself.
Please, which of the files are you working on?
That's what we used last week, Advanced Excel Masterclass.
Okay, I wasn't around last week.
So it's Advanced Excel Masterclass.
I wasn't around last week. Did you share the file?
Mr. Said I've shared the file. I didn't know where you shared the file before.
So Charles, did you register for this program?
Hello? Yes, I did.
So if you did, check your email, okay? Email was sent to everyone that registered with a file.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I have the files, but I don't have this particular file that you put down.
You do. There are 2 Excel files. Right now, it's working on the Advanced Excel file. Advanced Excel Masterclass. That's the name of the file.
Yeah,
scroll your worksheets there. Just put the worksheet. We have a lot of worksheets inside.
Scroll on the worksheets.
Yeah, I have Advanced Excel Masterclass, right?
Okay.
And what I'm saying here is like
what are you saying?
Scroll the worksheet. We have different worksheets there. We have Excel interface, advanced sorting and filtering, data separation, flash view, and text. We are under text worksheet.
Okay, text. Okay. Now I have first name Mark, last name Baker, initial T.
Yes.
So the full name now, what should I do?
So now that you've got, so you didn't see this file before, right?
No, I did not.
Okay, so just listen out now. He will explain again on what you need to do, okay?
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, yeah, cheers. Please, guys, let's try to follow. If you are lost at any point, ask your question quickly, okay? So that we'll make sure we are all on the same page and get through this, okay? Ms. Excel, please just repeat on this.
Okay, so I'm going to take it over last time under the ampersand. So last week we look at different way of joining text together. We look at flash view, which is the best, but we're going to learn the other 2 methods of joining text together. So we're going to learn how to use ampersand. So as I type your equal symbol, you click on the first name that you want to join, which is Mark. So you press Shift 7 to bring out the symbol. So Shift 7 will give you the ampersand symbol. That symbol is used to join text together in Excel. So after you have your ampersand symbol, you now press your double quotation mark. Double quotation mark. Please don't press the single one twice. It's not the same thing as double. There's one that will give you double quotation mark. So you have to press Shift at that single one to get your double quotation mark. You space it and you press another double quotation mark again. So this one represents the character for space in Excel. You now press Shift 7 again before you click on Baker. So what I've done here is this. I've joined mark with space with Baker. So if you press your enter, you have Mark space Baker. You can see you have Mark space Baker. So once you have done the first one, click back on where you have the formula and place the cursor on the autofill undo edge. This edge, this right hand edge is called autofill undo. So don't drag down. Dragging there is the wasting of time. Just double click on that edge. Excel will copy down the formula for the rest. So I believe we all get this now.
Okay, from my system, it's telling me view only. I'm using Mac.
Do you have editing, enable editing on top of the screen?
Yes, from the view only. Yeah, it said request editing access.
Click on what is it showing you?
Ask owner to be an editor. Let me just send you a message. I said yes, so I don't know.
Someone is responsible. Look at your charts. Have you downloaded it from the Google Drive? You are using Google Sheet. I hope you are not using Google Sheet.
Oh, wow.
If you are using Google, you have to go and save it as an Excel file and open it again.
Okay.
Chucks, you were not here last week, right?
Yes.
So can you look at your chart as well? Some people are dropping some feedback on the chart that will help you as well. The file,
thank you.
the file that you opened, did you open it in Excel or you open in Google Sheet?
Oh, I opened in Google.
So you have to go to File, go up, look on the left hand side where you have File, click on File, then click on Save As. Save As, then choose Excel.
Okay.
Save it as Excel, okay? So that you'll be aligned and be on the same page with the class.
Oh, okay.
All right, great. Next Excel, please. Let's continue.
Okay. So now look at the other method of joining text together. We are going to use concatenate. So concatenate is another function of joining text together. So type your equal symbol and type concatenate. Concatenate. So it's a function in Excel to join text together. You can see what the function is saying now. Join several text string into one text string. So like I told you last week that whenever you call out the function will appear on a blue box. Double click on that blue box to open the function. So you now have text one. The first argument is called text one. So on Friday, I said, whenever you open a function, you will see some arguments under the function that you must follow the argument before you can get your answer. The first argument is the text one. So you click on mark as the first text that you want to join together. And I also mentioned that whenever you supply an argument in Excel, you must press a comma. So when you press a comma, it will ask for text two. So you are not going to use Baker as text two. If you use Baker as text two, it will join it together without space. You now introduce that character for space as your text two. You press double quotation mark, space, and double quotation mark again. So this one represents your text two. So you press your comma again, and it will ask for text three. So Baker serves as your text three. So you press your enter. You should have mark space Baker. Mark space Baker. So I'm going to run it again. I type my equal symbol and I type concatenate. So you don't need to type the name of the function in full. As I type in here, I will bring it out. So you open the function concatenate. The first argument is the text one. You click on mark as your text one. You press your comma. The next argument is your text two. You can say I've got a second argument. So you are not going to use Baker as your text two. If you use Baker as your text two and you press enter, it will join together without space. You now introduce that character for space as your text two. You press your double quotation mark, space, double quotation mark. This one represents the text two argument. You press your comma and it will now ask for text three. So you are going to use Baker as text three and you press your enter. So you should have mark space Baker. mark space breaker. Once you have gotten mark space breaker, go and click back on where you have the formula. Place your cursor on the autofill undo edge and double click on that edge to copy down the formula. So if you have gotten this, just type yes in the comment box quickly. So just drop yes in the comment box. Good. Okay, I think everybody's good there. Yeah.
Okay, so 1 second, Mr. Excel. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Yeah, so I just want to gauge something, okay? I just want to gauge your pace, whether it's fast, optimal, or slow. So guys, on the chat box, I want to see a feedback from everyone. Is the pace fast, optimal, or slow? Please on the chat box. Let's see the feedback. Is it fast, optimal, or slow? Okay, optimal. Okay. 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 All right, great. Okay, fantastic. Mr. Excel, please go ahead.
Okay. So we have learned 3 methods of joining text together. So on Friday, we learned how to use flash fill. So now we have learned how to use Ampersand, and we have learned how to use concatenate. So if you want to use flash fill here, you can use flash on this column E. You just type the name out yourself, mark, space, baker. So you press enter and you press Control E. So you have the same thing too. You understand? You have the same thing too. So, but the best method that you can use here is the flash fill. For the other one, if you're going for an interview, they won't ask you to use flash fill. They will ask you to use the function because they want to see your formulas. They want to see how you're able to use formulas to join text together in Excel. So if there's no question on this, let's go to the next topic, data cleansing in Excel. Data cleansing in Excel. Data cleansing in Excel. So we want to learn how to use data cleansing. Someone is asking, is there any other way to separate text apart from the flash fill? Yes, we have one method called text to column. I mentioned it last week. I mentioned that we can use text to column to separate data. So now look at this example. Let's go to the data cleansing worksheet. So in this example, we have our employee name, but there are 2 more spaces. There are 2 more spaces within the employee name. Look at the names, Etin Jeffrey, Hendrik Eric, Baker Mark. The space is too much. You can't be backspacing manually to remove all those spaces. You can't be backspacing manually. So we need a function that can help us to do this one at once. Even when we have like 1 million names, we can't do this manually. So we are going to use a function called trim in Excel. That function is called trim in Excel. Just type your equal symbol, type trim, T-R-I-M. Look at what the function is saying. Remove all spaces from a text string except for a single space between words. Open the trim function. The argument is text. It's only having 1 argument. So you click on the first employee name there, which is Etin Jeffrey, and you press your enter. So Excel will remove all those spaces except a single space, which is the standard. Click back on where you have the formula and place your cursor on the autofill undo edge and double click on the edge to copy down the formula for the rest. So I'm going to repeat the process again. Type your equal symbol, you type your trim, open the function. The argument is called text. It's only having 1 argument. I click on the text. I want to remove those spaces. The first text, I press enter. So I click back on where I have the formula and I place my cursor on the on the autofill undo edge, you double click on that edge to copy down the formula for the rest. So you can look at the difference now. It has taken away unwanted spaces and leave a single space, which is the standard. If you have gotten this, just type yes in the comment box quickly. So that trim function will help you to remove those unwanted spaces within your text. So if you have got to just type yes in the comment box quickly. So good. Okay, I think this is understandable. So let me repeat for the last time quickly. I have this employee name. We have two more spaces within the text. And I can be backspacing manually, one after the other, because it will take me several hours to able to remove the space for all the names. So all I need to do is to type my equal symbol, and I type trim. The name of the function is called trim. I open the function. The argument is called text. It's only have one argument. I click on the first employee name that I want to remove the space, and I press enter. So I click back on it where I have the formula, and I place my cursor on the autofill undo edge. You don't need to drag your formula. Just double click on the edge. Excel will copy down the formula for the rest. You can see that trim function have removed the unwanted spaces within your text. So please let's scroll downward a little for the second example. So look at the second example now. We have some character within our sales figure. We have the salesperson, and we also have the sales figure for each of the sales guys. So if you look at that sales figure now, we have some character with the figure. Those character, we call it non-printable characters in Excel. It's being called non-printable characters in Excel. Non-printable characters in Excel is called non-printable character. Those characters will not allow you to do any calculations in Excel. It will not allow you to do any calculation in Excel. So we call the character non-printable characters. So look at this example. If I'm trying to add up this sales figure now, let's sum up the sales figure and see what it's going to give us. Just place your cursor at on row 37. On row 37. So to calculate the total sales figure. If I type my equal symbol and I type sum and I open the function. So if I select all the sales figure I want to add up, if I range it from C24 to C36 and I press enter, you can see it will give me 0. Because of that non-printable characters, it will give me 0. It won't allow you to do any calculation. Let me take the sum again. Let me add it up again so that you can see what I'm talking about. So if I want to add up this sales figure now, and I type my equal symbol, if I type sum and I open the sum function, and I will go and select all the sales figure from the beginning to the end, which is from C24 to C36. If I press enter, I will have 0 because of the non-printable characters. So I need to use a function to clean the data, Please, we are still on the same worksheet. We are still on data cleansing worksheet. Just scroll down to row 23. Row 23, you have what I'm saying. So the example is on row 23. We are still on the same worksheet, data cleansing worksheet. Just scroll downward. So we are on data cleansing worksheet. Just scroll downward to row 23. You have the answer there. Scroll to row 23, that's where we are working. So we are going to use a function called clean. That function called clean, it helps you to remove those non-printable characters. So just type your equal symbol and type clean. clean. You open the function. Before you open the function, look at what the clean function is saying. Remove all non-printable character from text. Double click on the clean function. It's asking for text. It's only have one argument. Click on the text, press enter. You can see that remove the non-printable character. So you copy down the formula by double clicking on the autofill handle edge. So you have copied down the formula now. So you can see we have removed the non-printable character successfully. Let me retake it again. So type your equal symbol. You type your clean. Open the function. The argument is text. I click on that sales figure where I have the non-printable character. I press enter. I click back on it and I press my cursor on the autofill handle edge. Double click on that edge to copy down the formula for the rest. You can see Excel have removed all the non-printable character. So let's add up now and see whether it's going to give us our total sales figure. So I type my function again, equal symbol, and I type sum. I open the sum function. I will now select the data that I've cleaned and I press enter. It's still giving us 0. So why do you think we have 0? Anyone? Why do we have 0? After you have cleaned, why do we have 0? Anyone? Just drop your comment on the chat box. You have cleaned your data, but we are still having 0 as the total. Why do you think we have 0? Okay, thank you, Hugo. Hugo said the value are not taken as numerical. Thank you. So what happened here is that after you have cleaned the text, Excel is this in the number as text? And how do we know that a number is a text? Please look up. Just look up at the screen. If I type my name here now, Mr. Excel, and I type 100, you can see what happened there. Text must appear on the left-hand side in a cell, while number must appear on the right-hand side. So when you are working on a data, look at the alignment. If you are typing text, it must be on the left-hand side of your cell, while number must appear on the right-hand side. Don't forget that. You can see after we have cleaned, the number is appearing on the left-hand side as a text. So Excel is not saying it as a number because of the alignment. Is on the left-hand side, is a text. So you are seeing a number, but Excel is seeing a text. That's what happened. So we are going to use a function to help us to convert it back to a number. Please don't be too smart for Excel. You can't go and select it and go and change the alignment to right-hand side on your home tab. It will not work. If I change the right-hand side now, you can see I'm still having 0. So don't try to be over smart than Excel. You can't change the alignment. Yeah, you see, it will still give you 0. So we are going to use a function. That name of the function is called value. Just type your equal symbol and type value. Value function help you to format your number back as a number. Look at what the value function is saying. Convert a text string that represents a number to a number. Convert a text string that represents a number to a number. Open the function. It's asking for text. You now click on that cell D24 where you have cleaned. So you press your enter and copy down the formula. You can see all the numbers are appearing on the right-hand side now. So you can now use your sum function by typing equal symbol, sum, open it, and select all the numbers. So you press enter, you should have your total sales figure. So if you have gotten this, just type yes in the comment box. So type yes in the comment box if you have done this. So if you have a question, you can raise up your hand. So if you have a question, you can raise up your hand. So please, as a data analyst, you must learn how to clean your data because you spend almost 90% of your time on data cleansing. So these are to clean data in Excel. So the first step we did was to clean the data. After we have cleaned the data was appearing on the left-hand side as a text. We couldn't add it up. We are getting 0 when we add it up. So we use another function called value. That value function helps us to format it back to a number. So that's why we're having it on the right-hand side. And after we have done the first one, you double-click on the edge to copy down the rest.
Teresa, you have a question? Go for it, please.
Teresa, what's your question?
Okay, sorry, I didn't know that was me. The first part just wasn't clear. The second part, the moving from text to value was clear, but the first part wasn't clear. I don't know if you can take it again, please.
The first part I asked you to use a clean function. Just type your equal symbol, type clean, open the function. When you open the function, you click on that C24. So look at the formula on the board. Just type equal symbol, clean. You click on that sales figure and press enter. So once you have done the first one, you place your cursor on the autofill undo edge and double click on the edge to copy down the rest of the formula. So that's what we call clean. But when you have cleaned it, the number is appearing on the left-hand side as a text. So when we have done the summation, now you can see it's giving us 0 as a total because Excel is seeing it as a text. So when I said you are going to use another function called value. That value function helps you to format the number back as a number. It helps you to format the number back as a number. You just type your equal symbol, you type value, you open the function, and you click on that number that you have cleaned on cell D24. You press enter, and you click back on the formula and double click on the autofill undo edge. It will copy down the rest. And I said, go and find the total. So please, where you have your total, let me give you a shortcut for total. There's something we call auto sum. Please look at your keypad. If you look at the keypad, there's a keypad called Alt, A-L-T. Look for that keypad, everybody. Look for that keypad quickly. Alt, A-L-T. So press your Alt and equal symbol together. Press that Alt key and your equal symbol together. You can see it will help you to call out the function and the cell address. Just press enter. So your Alt equal symbol is a shortcut for AutoSum in Excel. Alt and equal symbol. I've dropped it on the chat box. So press your Alt and equal symbol together. That's a shortcut for AutoSum. If you have gotten this, let me know on the note on the chat box. So just press Alt and equal symbol together where you want to total the sales figure, and you press your enter. You have your answer there quickly. So we call it AutoSum. It's called AutoSum. So just drop yes on the notes on the comment box. If you have any question, you can raise up your hand. Okay, let's move to the next topic. Frank, just follow the instruction. You're able to get this. Just click on the cell where you want it, where you want the total. Press your Alt and equal symbol. You are pressing that key, those two keys simultaneously, Alt and equal symbol. When you press it, you have this screen. You have the sum function and the cell address together. Just press your enter. You have your answer. You are pressing Alt and equal symbol simultaneously. You are pressing it simultaneously. Alt and equal symbol simultaneously. Alt equal symbol simultaneously. That's the shortcut for AutoSum in Excel. That shortcut will help you to call out the function. It will help you to call out the function and the cell address. You just need to press your enter. You just need to press your enter. Alt equal symbol. Alt and equal symbol together. Okay, thank you, Phillips. Okay, that is good, Frank. So let's go to the next topic quickly. We are going to learn how to changing of test case in Excel. Changing of test case in Excel. So most time you want to change your test case either from small letter to capital letter or to a sentence case. But most time, if you are working on Word document, you have a luxury of a button that you can use in your Word document or your PowerPoint to check the case of your text. But in Excel, we don't have a luxury of a button in Excel. We use function to change the case of our text. And we have 3 functions that we can use to do that. Like what a student of mine told me, whenever you have this show of changing of test case, what she used to do is to copy the data from Excel into Word document. And she will not change it from Word document and now copy back to Excel. That's a manual work. It's a manual work. That one will take you several hours to able to do that. But in Excel, we have 3 functions to check the case of your text. So let's look at the first function, which is called proper. And we are going to write short note on the proper function, So proper function is used to change the case of a text into sentence case. Proper function is used to change the case of a text into sentence case. Sentence case. That means proper function is used for sentence case. And what do you understand by a sentence case? That means it will capitalize the first letter of your name. If your name is Frank, letter F will be in capital letter. And if your name is Philip, letter P will be in capital letter. We call it sentence case. Proper function is used for sentence case. So let's look at the upper. Why the upper function is used for uppercase. Is used for uppercase, that is capital letter. Your upper function is used for uppercase, that is capital letter, while your lower function is used for lowercase, that is small letter. That is small letter. So let me, in summary, your proper function is for sentence case, your upper function is for uppercase, your lower function is for lower case, which is small letter. Look at this employee name. The person type capital letter with small letter. Some people are like that. They don't care. They mix capital letter with small letter. Under the proper, just type your equal symbol and type proper. Proper. You open it, open the function. The argument is text. Click on that first name there of Brandona. Press your enter. You can see that it has changed it to what a sentence case. It only capitalize the first letter of each of the name. So after you have done the first formula, come to the autofill handle edge and double click on that edge. It will copy down for the rest. The same thing for your upper. Type your equal symbol and type upper. Open the function. You click on the first name there. Cell A3. You press enter. It will change everything to capital letter. Copy down the formula. You do for your lower function, same thing, equal symbol, lower, open the function, click on the text, press your enter, it will change everything to small letter. You copy down the formula for the rest. So if you have gotten this, just type yes in the comment box quickly. So if you have any question, you can ask. Just raise up your hand if you have any question. So if you have gotten it, just type yes in the comment box.
Charles, go ahead, please.
Charles, you can go ahead and ask your question. Charles, you can unmute yourself and ask your question. Charles, you can unmute yourself and ask your question quickly.
My case now is that I don't know if I'm taking you guys back because I just got my Excel. So now, what do I need to type
So what I
on
was
the proper?
what I would suggest for you, please, is try to follow the class from where we are. Okay, we might probably not have the bandwidth to go back to previous classes.
It's not for the previous one, for this particular one now. After the sales figure 100453, the next Excel this thing G. What do you need me to do? I don't know, this thing is showing.
We are under the changing of test case worksheet.
Yes. When I click on the proper, then the equal sign.
Yes.
Do
you type proper?
I didn't type proper. Should I type proper before equal sign?
No. You have to type equal symbol first. Every function must start with equal symbol. Just type your equal symbol. Okay, then I should type proper. Yes. Once you have typed it, it will show in the blue box. Double click on that blue box. What you have the name of the function. Double click on that blue box. Have you double click on the blue box?
That's under proper itself.
Yes, there's a function. You not see the name of the function in the blue box. Double click on that blue box where you have the name of the function, that proper. Click on it twice. You see bracket open. Have you double click on it?
Yeah.
So you can see, look at my screen showing you. It's showing you text. That means the argument that you want to change the case. So go and click on that Obrandona on your cell A3. Obrandona on cell A3. Have you clicked?
Click on.
Okay, I've clicked it.
Oh, yeah, press enter now.
Enter.
You can see it. I've changed the case.
No.
Is that?
I didn't get it. It's showing reference. Invalid cell.
You didn't do the right thing. Please, I'm taking for the last time because of our time. Type your equal symbol and type proper.
Or 1 second. Chucks, I know you joined a bit late, and probably that's why you're going through this.
Hold on,
can you hold on? Can you share your screen, Chucks? Go ahead and share your screen, please. Okay.
Let me stop my share.
Okay, I've gotten it.
Okay, I do for the so do for proper and do for lower the same way too.
That one. No.
So where's again? Any question again?
Okay.
Let's read.
I think we are good. Let's continue.
Okay. So that's how to change the case of a text in Excel. So we have those three functions: your upper, your proper, and your lower. So they are used to change the case of a text in Excel. So they are used to change the case of a text in Excel. So depending on the kind of text that you want to work with. So let's go to VLOOKUP quickly. VLOOKUP. So that we can move to Power BI of our time. Let's do VLOOKUP. So we are under VLOOKUP worksheet. VLOOKUP worksheet. VLOOKUP worksheet. So let me explain the VLOOKUP quickly. So we can write short note on this. There are two types of lookup function in Excel. There are two types of lookup function in Excel. Lookup function. We have two types of lookup functions in Excel. The first one is called VLOOKUP. And the second one is called H lookup. There are two types of lookup functions in Excel, namely VLOOKUP and H lookup. VLOOKUP means vertical lookup, while the H lookup means horizontal lookup. So we have two types of lookup functions in Excel, namely VLOOKUP and H lookup. VLOOKUP means vertical lookup, while the H lookup means horizontal lookup. That letter V means vertical, and the letter H means horizontal. So the lookup function, they are both used for data retrieval. Data retrieval means to search. We use them to search for data. They are used for data retrieval. Both the HLOOKUP and the VLOOKUP are used for data retrieval. So what differentiates VLOOKUP from HLOOKUP is the arrangement of table array. Please, the spelling is on the board. What differentiates VLOOKUP from HLOOKUP is the arrangement of table array. If your table array is vertical, like the one that you have on the screen, you are going to use the VLOOKUP. If your table array is vertical, like that table that you have on my screen, you are going to use VLOOKUP. But if the table array is horizontal, like this second one here, you are going to use HLOOKUP. So what will determine which one to use is the arrangement of the table array. But VLOOKUP is more popular than the HLOOKUP because tables are usually arranged vertically in Excel. VLOOKUP is much popular than the HLOOKUP because tables are usually arranged vertically in Excel. Because tables are arranged vertically in Excel, that is why VLOOKUP is much popular than the HLOOKUP. And the question is, what is table array? Table array is a table that contains all the information. Table array is a table that contains all the information. When you are retrieving your data, there's a particular table that you go to. That table contains all the information. Is called table array. Let's look at the example in real life. If you can remember vividly, when we are in university those days in Nigeria, I believe we all have our matric number then in school, and each of the faculty, they have a notice board in front of the faculty, in front of the department. After every exam, they used to paste our report on the notice board. They paste our report on the notice board. You can see if you want to go and check your results, you go to the notice board where you see all the departments in that faculty. You now trace it to your own department. For example, now let's say you are in School of Science. Under the School of Science, we have some departments like mathematics, computer science, chemistry, biology, and the rest. Let's assume that you are in chemistry department. When you get to the notice board, you see all the other departments. You look for chemistry department. When you get to that chemistry department list, you trace it with your matric number and you retrieve your own grade for that course. You will check your own result based on your matric number. That notice board that you are going to go and check your result is what we call table array in real life. That notice board is what we call table array because that notice board contains all the information. You remember that those days when you get to the notice board, you trace it to your own department. And when you get to your department, you now trace the matric number to that course. That, if you can still remember, if you have A in that course those days, you will shout so that your friend will know that you passed the course. But if it's F or E, you quickly walk away stylishly so that people will not see that you failed the course. But that table array is what we call, that notice board is what we call table array in the real life. It's the table that contains all the information. Let's back to our Excel now. I believe you have gotten the explanation. If you're okay with the explanation, just type yes in the comment box explanation. But if it's not clear, you can raise up your hand. So let me quickly do a recap. Thank you, Philip. What I'm saying, we have two types of lookup functions in Excel, namely VLOOKUP and the HLOOKUP. VLOOKUP means vertical lookup, and while HLOOKUP means horizontal lookup. And I said they are used for data retrieval. They are used for data retrieval. They are used for data retrieval. So, and I said what differentiates VLOOKUP from HLOOKUP is the arrangement of the table array. Is the arrangement of the table array. If your table array is arranged vertically, you are going to use VLOOKUP. But if the table array is arranged horizontally, you are going to use HLOOKUP. And I said table array is a table that contains all the information. It's a table that contains all the information. That's why I said you should have a flashback. When you're in university those days, we have a particular notice board, notice board where they paste all our reports based on your own department. So if you're in School of Science, we have some department under School of Science like chemistry, computer science, biology. So when you get to the notice board, you trace your own department. Let's assume you are in mathematics department. You see the list for all the students in mathematics department. You now trace your own matric number. When you get your matric number, you trace it to that course. If you have A in that course, you go away or you shout so that people will know that you passed. Not those that feeling now, you shout very well. Everybody will know. But if it's E or F, you complain that that lecturer gave me E or F. Not those days, they used to give us E or F. But if you have A, you only claim it. I have A, I have in that course. But that notice board is called table array because it's a notice board that contains all the information of the students in that faculty. So everybody have to go to the notice board to go and check their own results. So that's what we call table array in a real life. So let's bring it back to our Excel now. Let's bring it back to our Excel now. So now look at this example quickly. We have list of employee name, their department, and this is their score from the appraiser. So we have their score. So we want VLOOKUP to help us to retrieve back their remark and grade. We want VLOOKUP to help us to retrieve back their remark and grade. But we have a table that we are looking from. If you remember those days in our secondary school or primary school, we used to have this particular table on our report card those days. And if you serve in secondary school in Nigeria before you travel, you should remember this, that there's a particular table in that report or that dossier that you are using for reporting for the students. So that's the table that helps the teacher to know the kind of grade to assign to you based on your score. So here now we have this table where we have our score, the grade and remark for each of the score. But the score is being arranged in a range. The score is arranged in a range. 0 to 49 is fail until score 50. 50 to 64 is pass until score 65. 65 to 74 is credit until score 75. 75 to 84 is credit plus until score 85. 85 to 89 is good until score 90. 90 to 94 is very good on the score 95. 95 above is distinction. So we also have this in our university those days. In my school, 70 to 100 is A, which is 5 points. If you score 70, you still have 5 points. If you score 100, you still have 5 points. So if you score 100 and you have 5 points, if I score 70, we still have the same 5 points. I don't have to kill myself. You still have the same 5.2. So this is the table that helps the teacher to know the kind of grade to assign to you. So now to hack, someone that scored 33, what do you think should be the remark for that student? Someone that scored 33, what do you think should be the remark? Just drop it on the comment box quickly. For someone that scored 33, what should be the remark for the person? Just drop your answer in the comment box. Okay, thank you, Phil. So you can see, instead of looking at it manually, instead of using your own eyes to look at the table manually and go and type fill manually under the remark, VLOOKUP will help you to look at the grade. You have to look at the score and return back the remark for all the students at once. Whether you have 4 million students, it will grade them at once. Instead of doing manually that, oh, you look for the first guy, you write fail. You look for the second guy, you write fail manually. VLOOKUP will help you to do everything at once. Okay, please look up. So under the remark, type your equal symbol and type VLOOKUP. Type your equal symbol and type VLOOKUP. Open the function. The first argument is our lookup value. So let's write short note on the lookup value now. The first argument is our lookup value. Let's write short note on the lookup value. Lookup value is the value you want to retrieve information about. Lookup value is the value you want to retrieve information about. Lookup value is the value you want to retrieve information about. So the example I mentioned in university, that your matric number is your lookup value, because you are going to get your information based on the matric number. It's called lookup value. So in this example, our lookup value is that, click on that score 33. That's our lookup value. Because we want to get information about this score, that this person has scored 33. What should be the remark? Is it F? Is it D? Is it a distinction? So your C4 is your lookup value. So press your comma, press a comma. And the next argument here is our table. It's called table array. It's called table array. And I've defined table array as the table that contains all the information. So you come to the table array and select all the table array. Select all the table array. That means you select all the table array. So table array is a table that contains all the information. Press your comma, and the third argument is called col index number. Col index number means column index number. Column index number. So column index number is the position of the column you are returning back from the table array. Let me define it again. Column index number is the position of the column you are returning back from the table array. Column index number is the position of the column you are returning back from the table array. If you look at the table array now, we have 3 column table here. 1, 2, 3. 3 column table. But the remark is on the 3rd position. And I said column index number is the position of the column you are returning back from the table array. So you are going to use 3 as a column index number because remark is on the 3rd column. So if you are doing for grade, you are going to use 2 for grade because grade is on 2nd column. For this example, for the remark, you are going to use 3 because remark is on the 3rd column. So after that, you now press your comma. So the last argument is called range lookup. That's the last argument. Excel will now ask you a simple question that this your score, this score that you are looking up, this score on column C and the one on column H, if you look at them, they are not exact match. They are not the same thing. Our score in column C and the one in column H, they are not the same. They are not exact match because the one in column C falls within a range in column H. If you compare the 2 scores, the one in column C and the one on the table on column H, they are not exact match. So you are going to use what we call approximate match. Approximate match. That means it should give us something closer to what we have in the table array. Please double click on the approximate match. It will show you true. Double click on the approximate match. It will show you true. So you press your enter. You should have F as the remark. So copy down the formula. you should have error in some of the formula if you have copied it down. So please, if you have gotten this, let me know. Just type yes on the comment box while we will take it again. Just type yes if you have gotten this. If you have any question, just raise up your hand. I'm still going to take it again. Okay, please look up. Before I retake it again, you can see some of the answers giving us NA. NA means not applicable or not available. This is why you're having NA. If you look at my screen, you can see the first where you have the remark, the first one, that's where you have IF. Double click on that first formula, the first one. Double click on that first formula there. You can see that in the formula, Excel used the old table to get the formula. That's why it's highlighted color. He used the old table. Please press enter. As the formula is moving gradually, you can see the table is also shifting downward. You can see the table is shifting downward. If you can look at my screen, you can see the formula is moving to the third one. The table is shifting downward. Look at it, and the table is shifting downward. Where you have the first NA, double click on that first NA. You can see it. So the formula is not picking the old table again. And it's supposed to use the old table for the students because that's the same table you are going to use for the students. So, but as your formula is moving gradually, the table is shifting downward gradually with your formula. So it's not picking, it's not using the same table for all the students. So we are going to redo it, but this time around, we are going to make the table to be constant. That table should not move. We are going to make the table to be constant. So we call it absolute. When you hear the word absolute cell reference in Excel, we call it absolute cell reference. Absolute cell reference. So that we are going to make the table to be what? To be absolute. That means the table should be constant. When the formula is moving, the table will not move. So that way we are going to do again. Now let's take the formula again quickly. So please delete what you have done before and let's retake back the formula. So type your equal symbol, you type your VLOOKUP, open the function. The first argument is your lookup value. And I said lookup value is the value you want to retrieve information about. Click on your cell C4 as your lookup value. Cell C4 as lookup value. You press comma. The next argument is your table array. Table array. So you come here and select the table array. Please, when you select the table array, don't press comma yet. After you have selected your table array, I want you to do something for me. Look at your keyboard. There's a keypad called F4.
Mr. Excel.
Yes, boss.
Let's slow down a little bit, just a little bit. There are a few
Okay.
that need to catch up. Please go again. Okay, Teresa. Teresa, are you good now? Sam, are you good? Teresa. Sam.
Yes, yeah, I'm following. He's going again, so I'm following on what he's doing.
Perfect, awesome. What about Lizzie? Lizzie, are you good? Okay. Lizzie, can you on chat? Just chat on the chat. Are you good? Yes or no? She said no. So you wanted to repeat again? Okay, can we take it again, Mr. Excel, please? Okay, she said I'm unable to delete the column. 1 second. Let me unmute you so that you'll be able to. Lizzie, you can unmute yourself.
Okay, I've been able to delete now. I've deleted it.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you're good.
Yes. So
Perfect.
just start from the beginning now.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
No problems. What about Sam? Sam, are you good? Sam. Sam on the chat box. I want to be very sure that we are good, guys. Okay, all good. Perfect. Perfect. Who again? Chi Eke. Chi, are you good? Is Chi good? Comfort, can you raise up your hand? Comfort. Where's Comfort? You are chatting me privately. I want to speak with you. Can you raise your hand? I will meet you. Comfort, are you here? Comfort. Okay. So Chi said no. Chi, can you raise your hand, okay? Raise your hand so that you're muted. Okay, great. Chi and Comfort. Okay, nice. So let's go to Comfort. I think 1 second. Okay, Comfort, unmute yourself now. Let me know what the issues are. Comfort. Comfort, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Sorry about that.
I've been calling. You need to get a bottle of wine for me after this. My voice don't go
Oh,
finish.
no issues about that.
Huh? I've been
No
calling
issues.
you. What is going on? Tell me. What is the issue?
I am unable to download the Excel file. That's so I'm unable to be a part of the practical class. So, but I have been able to follow through what he has been teaching. But to download the file, after downloading, it refuses to open. It says it gives me this error message that we found a problem with some content.
Yeah, no problem. So were you here in the last class on Friday?
No, I wasn't.
Okay, that is why. I think there was a communication on that. When you click on the file, when you download the file and you try to open it, it's not opening. What you need to do is to save it. Save the file. Save it first.
Okay.
Save it in your computer. After saving, then click on it and open it as Excel. Don't just download and open straight. No, save it first. And once you are done saving, go and right click on it, then open as Excel. Try that. I believe that should work for you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Not a problem. If it doesn't work, let me know. Chat me privately and I can send you another link. There are 2 links. You can try a second link and that might just work. Okay?
Okay, thank you very much.
Not a problem. Then Chi, can you go? What's your question?
I'm finding it hard to delete the cells.
How do you mean?
You know, the remarks that we did.
Can you share your screen?
Okay.
Yes, Mr. Excel, can you allow her to share just for a sec? Mr. Excel, can you hear me? Okay, Chief, please go ahead and share. Chi, are you still here?
Yes, I'm trying to share. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. So here I'm trying to delete all of this.
Can you expand the screen? On the right hand side, look at that square. Close to the X. Close to the X. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. So all of this, I'm trying to delete them. I don't know how to.
Sorry, give me 1 second, please. 1 second.
Okay.
Mr. Excel, you are good now. Can you talk?
Okay, yes.
Perfect. So respond to Chief, please.
You just select and press delete button on your system. You press delete button on the system.
Oh my God, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, great. Well, again, let's see.
You can stop your share now.
Yes,
Just
stop.
stop the share.
How do I do that? Stop. Okay. Stop share.
Perfect. Awesome. Anyone else? I think we are good now. Chucks, your hand is still up. Was it the previous one?
Just one.
Previous one?
Yes,
Okay,
previous.
perfect.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, no problems. Let's
Have you had
continue.
to comfort? Have you had comfort?
Yes, we have.
Okay.
We have. Go ahead, please.
So, okay, please, what I'm doing is not difficult. It's because of people are just joining us today. Because like on Friday, we mentioned syntax. So they are not in class on Friday. You may struggle with how to understand syntax. So that's why some people are struggling to grab this. On Friday, we learn how to develop formulas in Excel from scratch. I will say whenever you open a function, there are arguments you need to supply. So I'm going to take the VLOOKUP now. So what we're trying to do here is we have a list of score. I want VLOOKUP to help us to retrieve back their remark and grade for each of the students. And we have this table where we are retrieving data from. So the table is 3-column table, score, grade, and remark. If I put position on there, if I put position, this one will be 1, this one will be 2, and this one will be 3. This is 3-column table that we have here. So and I said the table is called table array. So it is the same table that we must look from for each of the students. So when we are looking at this, we are going to make the table to be what we call absolute cell reference. What does absolute cell reference mean? It means a constant cell reference in Excel. Constant cell reference. That means when you are copying down or you are dragging down your formula, this table array will not change because it's the same table for each of the students. It must not move. So we call it constant. Constant. It must remain the same table. It should not move with your formula. So in Excel, we use a language called lock in Excel. L-O-C-K, lock. When you hear the word language, lock that cell, it means that you make your cell to be absolute. It means that you make it to be absolute. And how do we do that? We use a shortcut called F4 in Excel. F4. If you look at your keyboard, look at your keypad. If you look at the uppermost part of your keypad, your keyboard, you should see some F keys starting from F1, F2, F3, F4 on your keypad. If you have seen your own F4, just drop yes on the comment box. Don't click on it, just look at your keyboard. If you have seen the F4, just type yes quickly. So we use F4 to lock our cell. Lock means that you change to absolute cell reference. An absolute cell reference means a constant cell reference, a constant cell reference. And I said we use that F4. For Mac, you won't have your F4 in Mac. You have to do your own manually. You have to put it manually. So please, when you press that F4, what does F4 do? It does rather, it will introduce $sign with your formula. For example, if you have something like this before, if you have big 3 before, and you press the F4, it will now turn into something like this, $B, $3. That's what the F4 does. It introduces $sign in front of your cell address. So that $sign, it makes the cell address to be absolute. It makes it to be absolute. For people using Mac, you have to do your own manually. That means you have to put $sign in front of the column and you put $sign in front of the row manually for people using Mac because you don't have F4. So please, some laptop too, the F4 button is not working directly. If your own F4 is not working directly, you are going to press a button called FN before you now press the F4. You press FN before you press the F4. You can find out your FN beside your control key. Everybody look at your control key. There's a button called FN. beside the control key. If you have seen your own FN, type yes in the comment box quickly. Look at beside the control key. There's a button called FN. FN means function. It's called function key. It's beside the control key. If you have seen your own, just type yes quickly on the comment box. Okay, good. Thank you. So please, I'm taking that again. So when you are doing this, you are going to type, you are going to use the F4 first. But if your F4 is not giving you the dollar sign, you now use the FN and F4. Please just follow my instruction. You are going to get this. It's very simple. Let's run the formula again. Type your equal symbol, type the lookup, open the function, The first argument is your lookup value. Click on that cell C4 as your lookup value, cell C4 as a lookup value. You press your comma. The next argument is the table array. You read it again, table array. So you come to where you have the table, select the table array. After you have added the table array, because the table array is from column H3 to J10, from cell H3 to J10. That's the table array. So everybody press your F4 now. Press your F4. You should have $H, $3, $J, and $10. $H, $3, $J in the formula bar, and $10. If you have that in your own, please type yes in the comment box quickly. So after you have selected the table array, you press the F4 directly. But if your own F4 is not giving you, if your own F4 is showing you brightness or is showing you a projector screen, that means you need to press your FN before you now press your F4. So if your own F4 is not working directly, go and press down the FN, and before you press the F4, you should have $4 sign with your formula. So please, I'm expecting your comments quickly. If you have the dollar sign, just type yes quickly. Okay, good. That means we have locked the table array now. We have locked the table array. We have locked the table array with that dollar sign. So press your comma. Press your comma. So the next argument is your column index number. Column index number. And I said column index number is the position of the column you are returning back from the table. And if you look at the table, it's 3-column table. Remark is on the 3rd column. So you are going to use 3 as your column index number. You are going to use 3 as your column index number because remark is on the 3rd position. So you press your comma. So the last argument is your range lookup. So in this example, we are going to use approximate match. Reason why is because this score that we are looking up, we don't have it exactly the same thing in the table array. We don't have it exactly the same thing in the table array. So you are going to double click on approximate match. It means that it should give us something closer to what we have in the table array. So double click on the approximate match, it will show you true. So press your enter, you should have F as the remark. So go and copy down the formula for the rest. It will give you all the remark for the student now. So if you have gotten this, just type done on the comment box. Just type done. If you have gotten it, just type done on the comment box. Good, that's fantastic, fantastic.
Mr. Sel.
Yeah, I'm with you, go ahead.
Okay. After we click the F4 sign, what is the next thing, please?
You have $4 sign. When you click on, you have dollar sign within your cell address.
Yeah, I got the dollar sign, yes.
How many dollar
I'm
sign
at
do you
the
have there?
$10, $10, J, $10.
Okay,
with
good.
comma.
Press comma now. Press comma.
Yeah, which I've done.
Have you pressed comma?
Yes, after the $10.
So when you press comma, you read the next argument is your column index number. Column index number. And I said column index number is the position of the column you are returning back. Because from our table array, we are returning back the remark. And if you look at my screen, remark is on the third column from the table. So you are going to type 3 as your column index number.
I should type 3.
Yes.
So where did you get the 3 from? Okay, remark.
Remark is on the third column from the table array.
I've typed 3.
You press comma.
Comma.
So the last argument, you are going to use approximate match.
Yeah.
And the reason why we are using approximate match because this is our score. This is the 3 that we are looking up. We don't have it on the table array. You can say we don't have the 3 on the table array. Because that is 3 fall within a range in that table array. So you are going to use what we call approximate match. So double click on the approximate match. It will show you
I've done that. I saw true.
Yeah, press enter now. You should have the remark. What do you have?
F.
Yes. So that means for someone that's got 33, the remark for that person is F. So click back on where you have the formula.
I should go back to the F where I have the formula.
Yes. Look at my screen.
Place your cursor.
Don't drag down. Just place your cursor on that place, on that coffee handle edge. Your cursor will change to a dark cross. Double click on that edge. Double click on the edge. Excel will copy that the formula.
Okay. Everything just came out.
Yes.
Gracias. Thank you.
You're welcome. So please look at it. Look at us. Please, are we together? Where you have that score 33, change it to 50. Change that 33 to 50 and press enter. Excel will grade the student for you. Change that 33 to 50. Excel will grade the students the remark for you if you change the score. So we are going to do this classwork quickly within less 3 minutes. Let's return back the grade. Oh yeah, do for the grade within 3 minutes before we go to the Power BI for our time. Do for the grade quickly. Use VLOOKUP to return back the grade for the students. Use VLOOKUP to return back the grade for the students quickly.
We should use VLOOKUP.
Yes, to return back the grade. I've done remark for you. Do for grade quickly. Some people have true. Family is done. So if you have done for grade, just type grade done so that we know that you have done for grade.
Cool.
Thank you, Frank. Yes, Abby, you can do it VLOOKUP. Your table is on different worksheets. Yes. Thank you, Abby. Abby, thank you. If you have done that, if you are true, go thank you. Just type grade done so I will know that you have done. So please, when you are running it, you are going to lock your table array. Don't forget to lock your table array with your F4. Shegun is done. Good. Ubana is done too. Thank you. Ebe is done. Good. For me, it's true also. Abigail, well done. We have 2 minutes more. Anyone, thank you. Patty, well done. So let me do the correction quickly. So if you are doing for the grade the same way, you type your equal symbol, you type VLOOKUP, you open it, your lookup value is your cell C4, comma, you go to your table array, allow the table array, lock it with your F4. You have your $4 again, $H, $3, $J, $10. You press your comma. The next argument is your column index number. And I said column index number is the position of the column you are returning back. Because you are doing for grade, you are going to use 2. Grade is on second position. You press your comma, you are going to use what we call approximate match. Because that score that you are looking for is not in the table array exactly. So you are picking something closer to what you have in the table array, which is called approximate match. Double click on approximate match, it will show you true. So you press your enter, you should have your grade. So go and copy down the formula for the rest. Please don't drag, just double click on the edge to copy down the formula. So you have your answer. So any question on the VLOOKUP before we move to the Power BI? Charity didn't follow my instruction. You didn't lock that your table array. That's why you have NA. So when you select the table array, you lock that table array with F4. So Charity to redo it again and lock the table array. You must lock the table array. That's why you have in NA. I've explained the other time.
Mr. Excel,
Yeah, I'm too.
what if you want to find out how many people had a distinction, how many people had good? Is there an easy way to do that as well?
Yes, last week on Friday we talked about filtering. How to filter it out when you put your filter button. So if you look at the screen, if I put filter button, you can see this drop down arrow now. If I want to know how many people have A, I'll just uncheck select all, check A. I'll see the list of people that have A. Only 2 people. Can you see it there now?
Yes.
So I think there's the recording of last week. Maybe I will drop the recording so that you can go through it.
Yeah, so all the recordings are in the YouTube channel. Okay. I will drop the link right now so that you can go over it when you have some time, guys.
So please, you must subscribe to the YouTube and you follow for notification too. Please, it's a must so that you're able to watch the video all over again and other videos too.
Yeah, and once the upload is done, even this one, it's going to be uploaded tomorrow. So once the upload is done, we've seen operations told me there are a couple of people sending emails. Please, can I get the video of this? Trust me, the team might not have time to respond to all those emails of. We've said it consistently. All the videos will be uploaded in the YouTube channel. When you go to the YouTube channel, it's been organized in sections. You have section for testimonials, section for master classes, section for TriTech that we did in January. Then you have section for IT fundamental training. Go to the playlist. You see IT fundamental training. All the videos are in that playlist. You can see them topic by topic, and you pick the one you want to watch. Okay. I'll drop the link now in the next 1 minute. Mr. Sir, let's continue, please.
Okay. Akin have a question quickly. Akin. Please, can you just unmute Akin so I can ask his question? Akin, go ahead.
Wait, no, 1 second. 1 second, please. Akin, please go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Mr. Excel, your video is not on. Video is not on.
Yeah, his video is not on because of there's a bit of network issues. Sorry, who is that now? Akin, is that from you? Akin, there's noise at the background. So it makes sense if the connectivity is not great, you can off your video, not a problem. The most important thing is to make sure we hear him very well, okay? Akin, do you have any questions? Okay, let's go to 1 second. Let's go to HO. H2O.
Okay, thanks, Mr. Stan. Thanks, Mr. Stan. It's just me thinking, and someone has asked it. I think, is there a way that if we have data on other sheets that we can do VLOOKUP on them? Just thinking.
Yes, you can look up on 2 different worksheets, even 2 different workbooks too.
Right. Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Excellent. All right, so let's go ahead, please, because of time.
So we are going to move to Power BI now because of time.
Yeah, so let me get one more person. CAD. I don't understand. Are you saying your name is CAD?
Cad.
Your name is Canadian dollars? CAD, go ahead, please.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, so I just wanted to ask a question regarding the formula for grade. So the thing is, I did the same thing as he did. And after clicking enter, it's saying not available, like the NA. I'm not sure why. I've tried it severally and I don't know why, because my F4 works perfectly and I used it for remarks. So
Can you share your screen?
yeah, sure.
Yeah, share your screen.
Okay. Please. Yeah. Can you see my screen, please?
You didn't use you want to go and use the horizontal table for the grade.
Did I? I used
that, you are using horizontal table for VLOOKUP. That's what you are saying. Problem is.
Okay. Okay, one moment. Let me try it again.
So we are using VLOOKUP. You must use the vertical table, the same table.
Oh yeah, gotcha. So this one, comma, this one.
Select the table and lock it.
F4, comma, 3.
No, we are going to use 2. Don't cram. Grade is in second position. So you don't have to cram it. Read the argument one after the other. So column next number is 2 for grade. You count 1, 2, second position.
Oh,
so type 2 there.
Okay. Okay.
So you pick on, don't type true, just pick on approximate match here. So press enter now.
Thank you very much.
So you don't need to cram formula. So you must understand how to define each of the arguments for you to understand. So so your column index number is the position of the column you are returning back. So if the column, if the table is 5 column table and remark is under the 5th column, you use 5. So it's not more that it must be 3 or 2.
Oh, so okay. Okay. So the number that you mean to say the number that comes before the true that we click on depends on like the column we are working with, right?
Yes. So if it's 10 column table and remark is under the 10th column, you use 10. You count 1, 2, 3. Okay. The portion of the column you are returning back is the column index number. So you can stop your share now.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
One moment. I left this page.
But maybe because of our time, we can look at it from different worksheets. Maybe when you join the other, we have some other trainings, so that we share the information with us. That's when we look at the advanced Excel master class properly. So because of our time, we'll be able to go deeper into the VLOOKUP. So we still have to cover Power BI. So please, I'm going to share my Power BI screen. And so I believe we have the Power BI on our system. So please open your Power BI quickly so that we'll be on the same page. So go open your Power BI if you have it already. So you should have this screen, this Power BI. So please, if you have opened your Power BI, just type yes on the comment box. Yes, Frank, HLOOKUP is the same thing, the same way, but you are going to use the horizontal table if you are running the HLOOKUP. The same way, but you are using the horizontal table for the HLOOKUP. The same way, the same process. So they perform the same function, but it's just because of the arrangement of the table. So you can try that later. You'll get the answer. Please, I believe you should have your Power BI by now. You can download it from your Microsoft Store. If you're using Windows 10, go and download it from your Microsoft Store. If you're using Windows 10, go and download from your Microsoft Store. From your Microsoft Store, go and download the Power BI quickly. Just go to your Microsoft Store on your Windows 10 to download it. Connect to the internet and go to your Microsoft Store, then your Microsoft Store to go and download. So just type Power BI Desktop to Microsoft Store. When you have your search tab, just type Power BI Desktop. Power BI Desktop.
If you have done that, can you say done? Power BI, remember there is space between Power and BI. Okay.
Yes, Power BI Desktop. Just I've typed it on the comment box. Okay, two people are done.
Go to the search on your laptop, type Power, then space BI, then space Desktop.
So you just go to your Microsoft Store. On your search tab, type Power BI Desktop. So follow the instruction to download it, and you open it after you have downloaded. So please open it after you have downloaded it. You go have open. Okay, please open your, if you have downloaded it, just open it. So you can find it on your Microsoft Store. The lap, what is your question? The lap. Let's do this in the next 2 minutes so that we can start. In the next 2 minutes, let's do this. The lap, go ahead and ask your question. It's our please unmute the laptop, please.
The laptop.
You can raise up your hand, the laptop, so that you can see. Just raise up your hand. The laptop, raise up your hand so that we can see you. Okay.
The laptop, go for it, please.
Thank you very much. When I try to do the download, my laptop is asking for a file one. Which one do I want? The desktop setup by 64XC or just the desktop setup?
Okay, can you share your screen?
Sure.
You can share your screen.
Okay, I'm going to do that now.
If you are using Mac, I'm not sure you're able to.
No, I'm not using Mac. I have a Windows.
Okay.
How am I going to share my screen? Okay, I've seen it. Sorry. Okay, so this is it here. Shush. Sorry, I'm just trying to get these people I live with to be quiet. Can you see?
Yes. So this one, so it's asking for this one is depend on your system. All these molecular bits. You know, we have some system, we have 64-bit system. So I don't know the bit that your system is using. Try this 64-bit first.
Okay. Sorry, I have to minimize us here.
So you click on next. Just click on next.
Yeah, I can't. Okay. So next.
It's downloading. It's already downloading now. You can see.
Oh, okay. Where do you see downloaded?
It's a moved down. Just go to your system where you should be able to see download. It's not reading on your screen. Look, you can look downward. It's not reading.
I can't see what you're saying, to be honest.
I saw it the other time. Just check your system on the left-hand side. You have downloaded at the bottom.
Maybe I should go to the bottom of the page, maybe. Nope.
Not the page, I mean your system screen on the left-hand side. You haven't downloaded it.
I don't see anything downloading there.
Okay, look at it. Look at this place. This where you have this sign in, there's a downward arrow there. Where you have that sign in, that downward arrow.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to see where you're looking at because I
just move up. What you have on the right-hand side, sign in. You see that sign in?
Oh yeah.
There's a downward arrow. Look at this.
Yeah.
Focus on that. No, don't.
Oh, the arrow. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Download. Click on that arrow there. Download. You see the download. Yes. That downward arrow would have mark. Open the file. It's already downloaded. Open the file.
Oh. Trying to open it. Let's minimize this. Okay,
Don't click on it. Can you don't click on it?
Yes. So just go
open.
next. Please move this window away from the shared one. Why? Okay.
I think it's still opening.
Can you see this?
I'm seeing yours. I think your cursor is still rolling.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not sure Mac you can download on Mac.
I have an HP. I'm not using Mac.
No, not you. Other people that are asking questions.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So people that use Mac, what they used to do is to partition the system. Where you have window in one side, you also have Mac in other side. Just partition the system.
So it's probably still downloading.
Okay, I think so.
Okay, I'll just wait.
Okay, so you can share. Just close the share now.
Thanks.
Okay, welcome. Ubana, please, can you ask your question?
I'm trying to stop sharing. It just allows me.
Wanna go for it, Rich? Ubana.
I was just about to type, never mind. My question was what the option was for Mac users, but you already answered. Thank you. I'll just watch and learn. Thanks.
Okay.
Okay.
So how to partition, that's the job of the software engineer that will do that for you. They will know how to partition the system.
Chucks, you have a question? Chucks. Please, let's go
I've
ahead.
been wanting to ask questions ever since we were doing the other grade one. You didn't allow me now.
Your questions have been so many, right? And we need to give other people a chance, right?
The question was never many. I asked only one question, Mr. Sita.
So what is your question? Do you have a
This
question
is the
now?
second question. Don't worry. This is the only second question I wanted to ask.
Go ahead.
So
go ahead with the question. Go ahead, please. Hello, can you hear me?
Just
no,
ask your question.
Don't worry, they will say I'm taking them back. It's past because it's been long. I was saying, please.
No problem. Okay. Let's continue, please, guys. We don't have the luxury of time so much, guys. Please try to understand. You didn't join the last session. You didn't go through the video of the last session. And here we are. We are moving forward. When I say many questions, I understand what I'm saying. There have been a couple of questions. You have to share your screen at some point. There were things that we've done in the last session, so we need to make some progress. So let's try as much as possible to understand. There is no time. What we are doing here is introductory classes. And it makes sense for you to be part of the class from the beginning. If you've missed a class, you watch the video of the previous class so that you're able to be on the same page with others. That is really how to do it so that, we don't drag the class too much backwards. Okay, sorry about that. The videos are there. And if you're not able to follow, please, you watch through the video and you'll be able to catch up. Mr. Excel, please, let's go ahead because we are wrapping up in 35 minutes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, all right, quickly. So when you open your Power BI, you have this screen, this yellow slash screen on the Power BI. So you see, if you can see my screen very well, you see this X on the right-hand side. That X is just to close the Power BI. Just click on that X to close that yellow slash. So you have closed the yellow slash now. So this is our Power BI interface. Just like the Excel, it also has its own button. The tab ribbon, the one I mentioned in Excel class on Friday, where you have your home, your insert, your modeling, your view. These are called tab ribbons in Power BI. And on the Power BI, this white canvas, where I'm placing my cursor, is where you create your dashboard. Power BI means Microsoft Business Intelligence. Microsoft Business Intelligence. So it's another tool for data analytics. We use it for visualization. So Power BI is used for data visualization. It's used for data visualization. So on the left-hand side, where you have these three buttons, that place is called your view selector. That place is called view selector. You can see we have report, we have data, and we also have model. We have model. And this place is called your visualization page, where you have all the visuals. I mean, all the charts in Excel, they are called visuals. You can see each of the visuals have the name. You can see your star bar chart, your star column chart, your cluster bar chart, cluster column chart. So we have a lot of visuals that you can use. So please, let's go to our home tab. Under the home tab, you see a button called Get Data. Get Data. When you click on that Get Data, this is where you are going to load your data into the Power BI. So Power BI uses a process called ETL. We call the process ETL. ETL. E means for extract, T means for transformation, and the letter L means to load. We call the process ETL, extract, transform, and load. That's what process Power BI use. It's called ETL process. Extract, transform, and load. So when you click on that Get Data, you have a lot of sources where you can load your data from, where you can extract it from. But you are going to click on this Excel. Let's click on this Excel. Click on the Excel. It will not take you to your device. It will take you to your device. It will take you to your device. So please go to that advanced Excel. We're going to use that advanced Excel. The same advanced Excel that we are using. Go and look for that advanced Excel, the one that I've been using before. That advanced Excel file. Click on the advanced Excel masterclass online and click on open. So you should have your Power BI connecting with the advanced Excel masterclass. So you should have this screen called Navigator. If you're on this screen, just type yes on the chat box. If you're on the same screen with me, just type yes on the chat box. So if you are not there, you can just type no. So if you are on the same screen with me, type yes on the chat box quickly. And if you have any question, quickly you can raise up your hand within 1 minute. You can raise up if you have any question within 1 minute, quickly. Please, I'm going to take that again for the last time. Okay, you want to say something?
Yeah, so the two individuals saying no, what are the issues?
I think some of them are using Mac. I think Matt is using Mac.
Dan, you said no. Dan, are you able to explain what is the issue? Martin Okon, what is the issue? Can you drop it on the chat or raise your hand, please, guys? We need to move forward. TZ Zebrin is using Mac. So, guys, for those using Mac, you can watch through this later on.
You can move to Mac.
1 second. Martin, please go for it.
Yeah, I'm actually using a Mac to listen on the training, but I'm practicing with an HP laptop. The challenge I'm having is just that the software, the Power BI software, is taking long to get started. So that's why I'm not fun. So I'm just leaving that and trying to follow along with what.
Excellent, excellent. That's the way to go. The HP, what's the spec? Is it lower HP?
If the RAM is very small, it will take time. It's very slow.
Yeah, so Martin, that's the great thing you did, okay? Go ahead, listen on. The videos will be there, so you can go over this later on, okay? Excellent. Any other questions? All right, let's continue, please.
Okay, so I'm going to run this one again. So on the power, I'm going to reshare the Power BI so that we'll be on the same page. Okay. So let me reshare the Power BI again quickly. So on the Power BI, you go to your home, you go to your get data, and you click on the Excel. So it will take you to your device. Go and look for the Excel that you want to extract to the Power BI. And I said you should click on the Advanced Excel Masterclass Online and you click on Open. So you have it under the navigator, under your navigator. So you can see these are all the worksheets that you have on the Excel. But the one we are going to use is called the election report. Just tick that box where you have the election report. Tick the box in front of the election report, election reports. Just tick the box there. You now see the election report on your right-hand side, the preview on your right-hand side. You should have the preview of your data on the right-hand side. So look at the data very well. If you look at the data, you see the preview on your right-hand side. The data preview. If you scroll to the right-hand side now, you can see that we have column 7 there. We have empty column. That column 7 is empty. That column 7 is empty, which will affect our analysis when we are using the Power BI. So under the preview, you should have load, transform data. Just click on that transform data. Click on the transform data. It will not take you to the Power Query editor. It will take you to a Power Query editor. That is where you clean your data. We use Power Query for data transformation, which is the same thing as data cleansing. It's the same thing as data cleansing. Please, are we under the, if you're under the Power BI Query editor, like the one you have on my screen, just type yes. So if you have the same screen on your own screen too, like mine, if you're under the Power Query editor, just type yes quickly. So if you're on the same screen with me, just type yes. Please, Power BI is quite different from the Excel. You don't just undo. You can't just press Ctrl Z and undo the process. Unlike the Excel, I can always go back. But let's follow. So you have your data now. You are going to look at your data to remove some. If you have a blank cell, you remove blank cells. So we are going to look at the data. Please scroll to the right-hand side. You scroll to the right-hand side. You can see we have column 7 and a column on column 7. Just select the column, align the column like this, and you now right-click on that column. Right-click on that column 7. You will see remove. Click on that remove. Click on remove. We have removed the column. We have removed the empty column. I think that's the only problem we have with the data. The other thing, the data are already clean apart from that empty column. Your data is clean already apart from the empty column. So once you have removed the empty column, on your home tab under the Power Query, on the home tab under the Power Query, you have a button called close and apply. Close and apply. Close and apply. Click on that button and click on your close and apply. it will now load it to the Power BI now. So that's what we call ETL process: extract, transform, and load. We are able to extract the data. We have transformed it by removing the empty column. Now we have loaded it into the Power BI. So you should have your own under your field. You should have your own under the field. You should have this election report under the field. If you have your own data under the field, just type yes on the comment box quickly. If you have your under the field, just type yes on the comment box quickly. So please, if you are still under the Power Query Editor, just go to the Home tab on your left-hand side. You will see Close and Apply. Click on that Close and Apply. So it will now load it to the Power BI. You should have it under the field. When you load it into the Power BI, it will come under your field. Look at the column now for the election report. These are the column that you want to analyze. So this is the live data of the last presidential election, the last presidential election in Nigeria. That's the live data. We only pick for two parties, for PDP and the APC. We want to see which party win in each of the states. So when you're analyzing data with Power BI, you should have objectives. Why am I analyzing the data? What kind of insight do I need to get from my data? So you want to know the party that win in each of the states. So please, on your report canvas, click on your report canvas. Under the visualization, under your visualization, you should have a visual code table icon. I've seen my own table. Just click on the table. You should have your table icon on the report canvas. Look for the table icon. On that table, what kind of report do I want to put on my table? You now come to your field. One, check states. Where you have the states, check the states. The state will come on the table and check the total vote. You will now see the total vote from each of the states. So if you have this, click on yes on the comment box. Good. So we have the total vote for each of the states. So please look up. Under your table, you should have three buttons on the table. You should have three buttons on the table. Look at the three buttons. The second button is called focus mode. Everybody click on that focus mode. It will enlarge the table for you. Click on the focus mode. It will enlarge the table. So if you want to sort the table now, you just click on that total vote on top. It will sort the table in descending order from largest to smallest. From largest to smallest. Now our table is already sorted. Click back on back to report. Teresa, what's your question? Mr. Osita, please unmute Teresa.
Teresa, please go for it. Teresa, can you hear me?
Teresa, ask your question.
Let's continue, please.
Okay.
Sorry,
so now we have.
Can I talk now?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, on my own Power BI, on the field section, my file is not open. You see the way your own is open, and you were able to just click on the state.
Do you have the election report?
I do have it there, but it's not open like your own.
Click on that arrow. Look at the drop one.
Okay.
Drop down. This is how you have it before. You have it like this, have you?
Yes.
Just click on drop down arrow there.
Okay.
It will expand. It will expand
Okay.
it.
Thank you.
Perfect. All right, so let's go to Amaka. Amaka, please go for it.
Hi, so I've been trying to open the election report. I'm unable to open it. Whenever I try to open it, it keeps telling me, like when I click on the Advanced Excel Masterclass online, it keeps saying that we encountered an error while trying to connect, that it contains incorrect attributes. I don't know why.
Have you done it before on your system?
Yes, yes.
And you went to get data, Excel, right?
Yes.
And on your device, you went to where you have it saved.
Yeah, why I downloaded it? Yeah, downloads. Mm-hmm.
Can you share your screen with me within 1 minute?
Okay, I will. This is what it's showing. I don't know. Can you see my screen?
Yes. Oh, yeah, click on cancel and refresh again. Click on cancel.
Okay.
Where you have just click on that under the home tab. Just click on the Excel directly. Click on that Excel directly. Yes.
Then this is it.
Yes. Click on open.
This is what's showing me.
Okay. Click on that. Click on edit. Let me see. Click on edit. Maybe your system is having virus. Click on browse. Click on that browse.
Okay.
Go and repeat it again. Click on the advanced. Click on it again. Click on open. Click on OK. It's on your system. Go and try and download the Excel file again.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. But just keep going. I can watch the video later.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
You can stop the share now. So please, we have which state have the highest vote during the last election? Just type the answer on the comment box. Which state have the highest vote? Just type the answer quickly. Okay. So Kano has the highest vote. So that means you are following up. Okay, good. This is how you sort. When you have your total, just click on that total. It will sort it for you. Just click on the total. It will sort it for you from descending order. If you click on it a second time, it will sort it in ascending. That means smallest to largest. But if you click it at one time, it will sort it from largest to smallest. So please look up. Now we have our table visuals. You now go to this your visualization panes. Click on the fourth chart. It's called cluster column. Now turn the visual to cluster column now. Look at it. So you can move it downward like this. You have your first visuals. So this is your first visuals. Cluster column. So if you have created your first visuals, just click on outside the chart. Click on the report canvas outside the chart on the report canvas. Let's create our second visuals quickly. So instead of going through the table, you can use drag and drop on the Power BI. Please look up. When you look at my state, instead of taking the state, just drag the state and drop it on the report canvas. It also created all the states for you. Do you have your own map? When you drag it there, just drag the state to the report canvas. It will create a map chart for you. Drag the states. You cannot drag the total vote to the map chart. You have the total vote from each of the states. So you can also drag your geopolitical zone to the map. If you have your map chart, just type yes quickly. Okay, let me take that again quickly. So I said instead of going, the first one that we created, we use the table. You can also drag and drop in Power BI. Just drag the state, move the state here, drag it to the report canvas. It will create a map chart for you. This is what we call map chart. Your map visuals. You can only change the visual later. I've dragged states. It's showing me all the states in Nigeria on the map. And I said, go and drag total to the map again. You have the total votes from each of the states. If you look at those bubbles now, those bubbles is showing you total votes from each of the states. If you have your map, just type yes on the comment box. Okay, don't worry. If you don't have the total, if you don't have the map charts on your own version of Power BI, let me not use the map charts because some people are having issue with it. Please, I'm going to remove it now. Let's follow the normal process that we have been using before. If you didn't understand this one, just click on the report canvas, go and pick a table, just click on the table icon. Let's follow our normal routine of creating the other chart. Pick your table icon. Check states. You have all the states there. Check geopolitical zone for each of the states. Check total votes. So you should have the votes, you should have the states, geopolitical zone, and total votes. So let's go and pick, so turn that table now to your cluster column chart. So you should have something like this. So I checked 3 things. I checked states, geopolitical zone, and total vote. But please go and check the states first. Uncheck the states so that we have geopolitical zone and their total votes. If you are not getting, just uncheck the states. So you should have 2 like this. Please, if you're on the same page, just type yes. If you're on the same page with me, just type yes. Please, I'm taking it for the last time. I'm going to do it for the last time. I click on my report canvas, click on the table icon. I check states. I check geopolitical zone, and I check the total vote. That means I want to see the total votes from each of the states and from each of the geopolitical zone. And I said, go and turn it to what we call cluster column chart. You should have something like this. If you have gotten your own, just type yes on the comment box. I picked cluster column, the 4th one, cluster column chart, the 4th chart, cluster column chart, cluster. Teresa, what's your question? Teresa, can you ask your question quickly?
Teresa, go for it, please.
It's really not a question. You know how you click on each of the boxes? Mine, when I click on it, it brings out only one, and then when I click on the state, it takes off the one there and puts another one.
No,
it doesn't show me, you know, the way yours is showing. I don't know why.
I'll share your screen. Let me see what you're saying.
Okay. So where's my Power BI? Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay. So this is what I selected. Is it right?
Yes, now it's already checked. It's not showing one now. Look at the yellow. You can see it's checked already now. You have it there.
That's what I'm saying. It's checked, but look at my table. Is that okay?
Where's the table? You don't have the first. You have not created the first visuals. Your column chart is correct. We have the same chart now. This is column chart. Look at the column chart. You have picked states. That's why it's marked in yellow color. You have picked geopolitical zone. It's marked in yellow color, and you have picked total. That's why you have it on the visuals.
Okay.
What is
And
your first visuals? Oh, yeah, click outside that visuals. Click on report canvas outside that one.
Which one?
Click outside that visual. This visual is still active. Just click outside it on that report canvas, that white report canvas.
Okay.
Okay. Oh yeah, go and click on that table icon again. That table icon.
Okay.
Table. Oh yeah, check states. Check states.
Okay.
Oh yeah, check total vote. Oh yeah, go and sort. Click on that total vote on top of that visual. Total vote on top of the visuals. Total vote. You sort it. Yes. Click on it here. It's already sorted now. Oh yeah, go and pick the fourth column. That is the cluster column chart. Under your visualization, the fourth column. Yes.
This one.
Yes.
Okay.
So you
Okay.
can
I
expand
think the problem was I wasn't selecting.
Yes, you have to click on the report camera to escape from the one that is active.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, all right. You can stop the share now.
Yeah.
So please arrange your visual. You can see the way I arrange mine now. Arrange your visual very well. Arrange your visuals. So please, when the visual is active, you have to click outside it on that white report canvas to create another one. If you don't click outside it, it will override what you are doing. You must click outside it on that report canvas. Let's create another one quickly. We want to know the vote for APC and PDP from each of the states. So click on your table. Pick your states. Pick APC and pick PDP. So you have vote for each of the party from different states. So this one we are going to use cluster bar chart. I'm just showing you how to use different visualization in Power BI. So let's use cluster bar chart for this. That cluster bar chart is the third one. The name is, you don't need to cram. The names are there when you put your cursor on each of the bar, on each of the charts. So we are going to use your cluster bar chart. Cluster bar chart. So please arrange your visuals. You can see where I arrange mine now. Just arrange your visual very well. So just arrange your visuals. You can drag this one like this. So we have the vote for each state for APC and PDP from each state. So just arrange it. As you are moving the visuals, you see a red line. That red line is showing you the alignment of the visuals. So showing the alignments. Just arrange your one the way I arrange mine so that will be on the same page. So now we have the vote for each party from the states. So there's something we call Cad Visuals in Power BI, Cad Visuals. So please click outside your chart on that white canvas and go to your visualization. You see a card called 1, 2, 3, where you have this 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There's a visual called card 1, 2, 3. Click on that card and click on your total votes. Check total votes. It will give you total votes at 26 million. If you have gotten this, just type yes on the comment box. So the total vote is 26 million. Just type yes. Good. So we are going to use Cad Visuals to know the total vote for PDP and total vote for APC. So we're able to know which party win in the last presidential election now. So please click outside the Cad Visuals, click outside and click on your report canvas, that white report canvas. Go again and pick your card, that 1, 2, 3, click on it again. So click on APC. It should have 15 million for APC. Move it downward. So APC is 15 million votes. So click answer the card again on the white report canvas. Go and click on the card. You are going to pick for PDP. So you see the total vote for PDP. You should have 11 million for PDP. So please, you can ask your question if it's not clear. If you have done this, type yes on the comment box. If you have question, ask me. Just raise up your hand. If you have question, raise up your hand. If you have your card visual for each of the party and the total vote, you can type yes on the comment box.
Okay, so Mr. Excel.
Yes, boss.
Yeah, this is great. This has been a great session. Great presentation. Trust me, if we allow you for the next 2 hours, we're probably still going to be on this. Great work. And again, you've done justice to really what we are trying to accomplish in respect to this particular program. Guys, remember we talked about at the very beginning, this is an introductory class. And the essence of what we are trying to do in introductory class is to help you make sense of all these things. You know, the essence is not really to go in depth, but to help you to make sense of all this so that you can appreciate some of these things. When you are hearing Power BI, you'll be able to understand what is Power BI. How can you use Power BI? That is the essence of what we are trying to do. In the data analytics program at Black Tech, this data analytics is a 3-month program. 3 months. In fact, 14 weeks. 14 weeks. 3 months and two weeks. Power BI alone is 3 weeks, right, Ms. Excel?
Yes.
Yes, 3 weeks. Power BI training alone is 3 weeks. So you can imagine. So something done in 3 weeks, there's no way we can deliver just in 2.5 hours. You know, it's impossible. But the essence of this intro is to help you to make sense of some of these. Some of you that are creative and also, what you have seen tonight interests you. You can take it further in terms of your personal study, practice. For some of us, we don't even know we have Power BI on our laptop. Some of us will think Power BI, you have to go and buy the license. But today, you've seen that it's free. You can simply go to your search and get Power BI and do the stuff you want to do. All these are the great information we want to make sure that, somebody say first time seeing Power BI. Can you imagine? So those are the kind of things that we want to see. First time seeing this, first time hearing this. Now you have the opportunity. You see some job description, you are seeing Power BI. Some of us have never used it. You've never seen it. And you are wondering, what is Power BI? I beg, what is Power BI? Today, you've been able to see Power BI in action, right? And this is just a glimpse. For some that are interested in enrolling in the data analytics program, you're going to be having a full dose of this, where you're going to be working on live projects and different use cases, for sure. Okay, so but at this junction, I really want us to wrap up on time. Trust me, remember this program is 2.5 hours per class, 7 to 9:30. And again, for today, I also want us to wrap up on time because tomorrow is work. Tomorrow is Monday. Myself, I have a meeting in the next 15 minutes, another meeting I'll be jumping into. And I believe most of us here also have got a couple of other things we want to, deal with before we get into a new, we're into a new week already, right? Before we get into Monday. So we're going to be drawing the curtain here. One second. The recording has been shared, please. Guys, it's not to offend anyone. I just felt that, when we have done certain classes, it makes sense to watch through those recordings and you're able to join, especially if you miss a class, so that we're able to kind of keep the tempo and make some progress. Not everybody is going to be on the same level. Some people probably have gone further than others. Some might still be trying to download the Excel sheet that was sent since last week. All those kind of things we know. But please, we just want to make sure that we're able to progress because we don't have the bandwidth we don't have too much time. If it is a proper in-class training, like the proper 3 months training, then there's enough time to entertain, make sure we, take it on one by one and make sure that everybody follows. But you can imagine 100 and something people. It will be difficult to, some people might be talking about, well, how do I save Excel? Or somebody will be, how do I download? Another one, how do I, it's difficult to keep up. And that is why we have recorded these sessions, so that you can go over the sessions even after the program. That will help you, and you can now move at your pace. Please, let's try to understand that we are here to support every one of us. But because of the bandwidth and because of the time, that is why we are just trying to see how to make some progress, so that we all can wrap up on time. Let me drop the YouTube channel here again, just in 1 second. YouTube channel, you have it on the chat box now. Please subscribe to it. Okay, subscribe and also click on the notification. The operations team usually upload this within 48 hours. After each session, 48 hours, they upload the video. So please, you go to the YouTube channel, all the videos are there. And you can pick each of them depending on the area that interests you or whichever area you want to go over. Go over it, make sense of it. And of course, if you have more questions, then you probably might be thinking about, okay, some of us, what do I do right now? Which way do I go? There are several programs that Black Tech offers. We do have several programs. And you might also want to see possibilities of enrolling in any of those programs, especially in Q2. We have programs that have started in Q1, several programs across different areas in Q1. But in Q2, we also have these programs as well coming up. Let me drop the link as well for those that are looking at any of the programs. It could be business analysis, which is starting 16th of April. We have data analytics as well. We also have cloud computing. We have cybersecurity, and so on and so forth. So look at the chat box. I've just dropped the link. Feel free to complete the link if you are interested to pivot into tech and you want to move into any of the areas. All the 13 different programs that we have fully developed, they are all in this link. Go through the link and choose the one you want. And one of the operations team members will reach out to you and take it off from there. And even if you are confused, you don't even know, like you are thinking, hey, what do? I don't even know which of the areas to pivot into. You are thinking about it and you are kind of confused. You want to move into tech, but still you don't even know what to do. Feel free to send a WhatsApp message or a phone call to the phone number on the screen, on the chat, please. There's a phone number there, 647-400-3120. When you call, most likely I'll be the one speaking with you. When you send a message, most likely I might be the one or one of the operation team member that will also respond to your chat as well. So you have everything you need to succeed. You've got a great community of thousands of people across Canada, US, UK, and some other places together, congregating to see how we can support Black people to succeed. And we've got the best of faculties you can think of anywhere. Mr. Excel takes the Excel and Power BI, section of our data analytics program. That is what he does. As you can see, it's in him, right? When it comes to Power BI, Excel, and again, just understand that he was pretty kind of rushing this class a little bit because he has got so many things he wants to cover. But in the proper class, everything will be taken gradually and everybody for sure is going to follow. I'm sure that when you go through this recording as well, everything will make sense to all of us. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Mix Excel, thank you. I appreciate you for the passion. You are very passionate about what you do, and that's what I love about you. That passion exudes at every point in time, and that is the way to go. You don't necessarily need to know every aspect of data analytics, but the areas that you think you are comfortable with, be master in that area, be good in that area, and that will open up doors for you. That is the truth. That is the truth. You don't need to be all over the place. Pick some and master. I was speaking with some of the participants yesterday, and they told me about the fact that One was talking about he has done project management, PMP certification, he has done CBAP certification, he has done Scrum Master certification, he has done, I was like, all this certification, where he say, and still he's confused. He doesn't even know which of the area to pivot into, still looking for a job. Now, project management, do you have hands-on skills? No. Scrum Master, hands-on skills? No. Business analysis, hands-on skill? No. And you're just packing certification. Okay, you have to slow down. You have to slow down and focus. Have a focus on one area. Which of the area you want to pivot into. That is why January 12 to February 12, we did TriTech, where we covered 14 in-demand areas in tech. All the videos are on our YouTube channel. You see how we broke everything down. The skills you require to pivot, what you require to succeed, the tools and everything we are broken down for 5 weeks. Watch those videos and make sense of where you want to go. Stop packing certificates. In tech, nobody cares much about certificates. What can you do? You get a data analytics role, nobody is going to be asking you what is data. What is business intelligence? Nobody. You come into the organization, they give you an assignment like what you have on the screen right now. That is it. Your ability to do this is what will really give you the job and the promotion. It's not about definition or writing exams. So let's try to focus as bright professionals. Enough of packing certificates. Let's begin to aim to develop capability and hands-on, because those are the things that will set you apart and help you during interviews and even on the job. Very, very important. And that's why all our programs have got project components embedded in them to help you with the skills. It's not just about certificates. Please, it's very important. I really need to mention this because I've seen so many individuals certificates everywhere, but no core skill in any area. That's not how to go. All right. So having said this, thank you so much, everyone. The links is there. The phone number is there. Everything you need is there. Now, let's take just 3 questions, please. Raise your hands. 3 questions. The question could be in relation to what you've done today. It could also be in relation to anything else. Just 3 questions, and we call it a wrap. We have Teresa. Teresa, please. 1 second. Teresa, go for it, please.
I'm sorry, that will be from the last time. Sorry.
Oh, okay, no problems.
Okay.
All right, so
Andre.
So let's go to Andre quick. 1 second. Andre, go for it, please.
Yeah, what is next week's topic?
So next week, that is today is what? Today is Sunday. Next week, that is Friday. We are going to be get into networks and networking, types of networking and all that. You're talking about system administration, network, all those stuffs. Does that make sense?
Yes, thank you.
Excellent. Any other question? 2 more questions? 2 more questions?
So Teresa said, how do you save on Power BI? Just go to your file. You see save as. The same way you save on the Excel. Just go to file, save as. You're able to save there.
Excellent. Awesome. Great. And guys, feel free to play around with this. I mean, scatter it. If you scatter, you download another one. Scatter it. That's the truth. Sometimes you learn by playing around with stuff. That's the truth.
Exploit. Yes.
Explore. If you want to take a deeper dive on Power BI, you can even go to Udemy, right? $10 training on Udemy. You see a trainer that will walk you through a couple of things again. You can even go to YouTube. There are tons of free resources in YouTube. But if you're looking at a proper, more structured training where you can be trained end to end with some projects, then of course, Black Tech is for you. So where you can as well come in and be part of the next cohort, okay? Any other question? Last one. At this point, let me stop the recording. I think we've wrapped up this.